So here we are today. We're going to do one of the kits from Tandy. I just started doing leather work and probably do it for some side money or whatever. And I didn't want to. I don't especially feel good messing up a good holster or something like that. So for Christmas, and this isn't really the reason why. I guess when you start doing leather work, all your friends and relatives and all that decided, hey, let's buy them a bunch of Tandy kits. So what we're going to do is, before I go messing up some custom stuff, let's mess up some Tandy kits. And we are going to do, I'm going to do these my way, because I saw some flaws, and I'll point them out as we go along, but I'm probably going to make this like a speed up video, and it'll go along really quick. So today, we're going to start with the easy one. We're going to do the knife pouch. I'm not going to do the designs or anything, and I'm probably going to punch what I think my logo will be in the top, but that's about it. So we're going to do the knife pouch from Tandy Leather Factory. That is 4106-00. Pull this out. I did a little bit on this, kind of measuring stuff up, figuring out what I wanted to do. So obviously comes with the label, the warning, no kids under 12, so on and so forth. Needle and thread, probably won't be using that. I have some other thread. The instructions, the back loop, and as you can see, I've already done work on the back loop. I'll explain that in a moment. The back portion, which you can see I already started, and the front, I guess, be halves. So what happened with this before is I wanted to do it a different way, and I started doing the glue up, and I was like, nope. So I caught it at the last moment and I pulled it apart. So because I wanted to do this a different way, and another reason I almost forgot this, in the instructions they say, okay, for this loop portion, you're going to sew this loop portion on this back like this. And I don't especially like that because that's a huge loop. You end up taking, okay, and you sew it up that way, and then you put it on your belt, and the next thing you know, on your belt it's hanging off to the side. So I want it really tight, actually. I want it good and tight, and I'll form this with water. I'll run a belt through there after I dip it in water, and I'll form this out. So it'll be nice and tight and hug your belt. Because if you put that loop in there, it's all loose and moves around and irritating. So I already punched this for these holes. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a basic measurement of the end, and I'm just going to hack this off right here. Okay, like so. Now we've got that. So what I've got to do is I've got to roughen up this leather around these portions because I'm going to glue everything. In the instructions, they say you don't have to glue everything. Or you don't glue everything or anything at all in the instructions. So we're going to glue it. Then I made a jig. So this jig is going to center these pieces. Granddaddy's old hammer. I guess that's my dad's old hammer. So we're going to go on with this one first. I said we're going to go on with, there we go. Alright, so that should line things up right there pretty good. like that. Jig, just a little piece of, not even 1/4 inch wood with some painter's tape on it. Okay, now we're going to add the glue, put this around, then we're going to clamp it. And then I'm probably going to clamp one end first, and then I'm going to take out the guides and clamp that end. So we're going to do like this. Protective paper down, and we're going to go and start gluing. And like I said, I don't brush it on, I dab it on. Like so. Put this aside a second. Here comes the tough part. Lining these up. Now these holes aren't punched exactly like these holes, I found out, which is a really a pain in the butt. They are not even, they're close, but they're not the greatest. Just like that. We're going to let that tack up. I'm actually going to let that tack up for a few hours and then come back and we will do the next gluing. Or we're going to sew them. We're going to sew this side and then do the next gluing. So, anyways, thanks you guys for watching. We'll be right back. Let's look at this glue up. It's been sitting about 12 hours. Yeah, I like that. Nice and tight. That's fine by me. And that's not, I have to pull on that pretty hard to get it to come off. So, I like it. So now we're going to do the sew up. First I'm going to go in from behind, and I'm just going to all these out. Let's see if I got some wood here. That punched them through a little, but I'm going to end up using a very small drill bit, or one of these actually, which will actually burnish the insides too. So, we're going to go do that next. Okay, so we've taken it off the jig after gluing it up. Here's all our clamps. We can put that aside. All this aside. That can go aside. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chase all these holes. I did a few, so they seem to have lined up pretty well. So this is all we're going to do for right now. Oh, okay, okay. These are little guys, so wind layers. So I don't know if it's electrical. I think that's light for noise, but this is the experiment. I'm not going to name it. And that, no time at all. These little guys on. Ah, that's nice for that. Let's see. Here's the deal. No, this one. We got it right there. Okay, good. Okay, there. What the hell? Okay, fine. That's nice. Well, where's the other? That work? It works. So let's see. Rather than small, do that. We're in there. Shot some. There's about really fucking on it. Good area. What about? Ah. What is on here? Wow, I got really, you must have really messed up. Holy crap. That's 20 times. I can't do it. What the heck is that? 6 points there. What the hell? Hold on. Don't know. Oh, that's not. You're going to go. You're right. Well, I can't keep up right. You know, up here. And it's only 90 degrees. It's not really right. What about 110? That'd be something. There's a little hot there, so I'm 92. About 90 degrees. Right. But I optimize. It's not weird. But it's not weird. It's not weird. That's curious. It's better. It's better. It's not weird. I can do it. It's moving forward. And I'm not for this. And you're going to it's all better. It's not good for it. This ain't good. That's what I do. Hey, happy for myself. Oh no. how do I do this? Oh. So now. Alright everyone, so here we are. Here's the finished product. It's got the knife in it. As we can see, the knife snaps in. I mean, I molded it. It's pretty good right there. Snaps in. I don't know if this is supposed to be this way or this way. I didn't fit it to see whether, you know, how I pulled it out, but I think that's about right. I would pull it out this way and then go like that. So it works. Oops. Not bad. It doesn't look bad. I could have did this better. There, you know, like this corner got, because the corners are cut on this, and it's supposed to have a saddle stitch, and I was like, man, that seems so plain. Plus the holes are huge in it. They're nothing like the picture here. Those holes in this picture are really small. So I thought I'd just lace it, just do a wrap lace. Now there's like a weave that the next project, this ID wallet, there's a weave I could have done on there, which, you know, you live and learn, because I got this all done and I saw that hanging up behind on my tool rack there, and I was like, oh, I could have did that. As we saw in the video, I snapped a piece of this, and going back, I still had over 36 inches left of this leather strand. So I could have taken it. You're supposed to do, I think you're only supposed to do 5 times what you're going to sew or weave and sew, but I went 6 because, you know, my luck, stuff like this happens. So what I did is I pulled it through and I dropped some CA glue right there, and it's holding like really tight, so it's good, and you can barely see it. You can see the back a little, but I'm not too worried about that. And it does hit the belt. I may take and just hit that with a little Dremel tool or something. And then, like I said about the weave, we could have done the weave. I think this looks, I don't know, better, maybe the same. You know, for a bush league leather worker so far, this ain't bad. I was gonna I was going to antique it because of the emblem, but then I just hit it with some of this Aussie leather conditioner because it's really dry, and well, at times it's dry in Vegas. We're actually quite humid, but I hit it with this. I could go with some of the Carnauba cream too to kind of protect it. but I'm probably going to do one more thing with the leather conditioner, and then maybe I'll hit it with this. But that's the finished product, and I've actually been wearing it. So, also, let's look at the back piece. The strap they had, or the belt loop they had, actually wrapped around. But when I hung it off of this piece, because it, you know, simulates a belt, this is 1 inch. I wear an inch and a half, or inch and a quarter belt. It actually hung weird. It hung like that. This sits up against your belt, nice and tight, and it works great. And you aren't going to see that anyways. I wasn't worried about the stitch, so I did holes in the stitching back there. But that's that. It works really well. Like I said, for Bush League and just getting into this, just starting out, I highly suggest these too. Ask your family or whoever, if you got a birthday coming up or Christmas or something. Say, give me a couple of the Tandy, wallet kits, knife pouch kits, stuff like that. So you can get used to gluing and sewing and weaving, and you don't put in the buttons, unfortunately, but that's life. So, appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry this video has taken me a long time. It's literally taken me like 3 months due to family drama and other things that go on in real life. Hit the like button if you would, please. I'd appreciate it. Leave your comments below. I take any suggestions, all that. And be sure and subscribe, because we've got more coming. Once I get through these kits, we're going to just start doing our own production stuff, anywhere from making knives to turning pens, pencils, bottle stoppers, and doing a whole bunch of leather work. I actually have a pattern for a holster for one of my revolvers, so I'll be showing you how I do that. So anyways, thanks again. Hit that like, be sure and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.